In this video, we'll explore the science behind why we compare, why it has become worse in recent decades, and a technique used by athletes and therapists to beat it. No app needed. Plus bonus tips. By following the technique in this video, it could help you make better life decisions, save money, and choose healthier habits. Ever feel like everyone else is racing ahead of you? Like life's passing you by while others zoom ahead? You're not alone. Your brain, it's wired to compare, and that ancient instinct can quietly steal your joy. Comparison isn't new, it's ancient. In the hunter-gatherer days, survival meant living in tight-knit tribes. Alone, you didn't last long. But in a group, you watched, copied, adapted. Comparing helped you spot danger or see who had the best cave to survive the day. Fast forward a few thousand years and things got more complicated. Travel expanded, wagons, trains, cars, planes, and with them, more physical comparisons. Then came the broadcast era, allowing ever-increasing virtual comparisons. Books and the printing press had been around for centuries, but became widespread with rising literacy in the 19th and 20th centuries. In the 1920s, we had radio. In the 1930s, film became popular and TV was invented, widely used by the late 20th century. In the 90s, the internet was accessed mainly on computers. By the 2000s, it was in your pocket. Anywhere, anytime. Our comparison circle grew from a few neighbors to billions of strangers, even if only virtually. So, why do comparisons hurt more today? In the 1990s, you could still opt out of comparisons on the internet. If you had it, it was stuck on a bulky, unportable desktop. But once smartphones arrived, with internet and a camera, suddenly, there was no escape. You could see the new car, the designer house, a trip to Bali, or something similar every moment, every second of the day if you let it. However, your ancient brain still thinks comparison helps you survive. Psychologist Leon Festinger called it social comparison theory way back in 1954. But today, that survival shortcut is not working for our benefit. Instead of feeling inspired, it can make us feel inferior. Envy, anxiety, burnout. FOMO, fear of missing out, became real. In isolation, you might have had a perfectly good day, went to work and later had dinner with the family. But one scroll later, and someone's posting a steak dinner in Bali. Suddenly, your spaghetti bolognese after 8 hours in accounts doesn't feel so satisfying, even though 10 seconds ago it was just fine. The more we compare, the worse we feel. And here's the twist, it's not even real. You're measuring your whole messy life against someone else's best moments. It's like running a race where the finish line keeps moving. Psychologists call it upward comparison, looking at people who seem better off. Maybe your friend got promoted, or a stranger bought a house in their 20s. Sometimes it motivates, but more often it deflates. You start thinking, why haven't I done that yet? Then there's downward comparison, comparing to people who are worse off. Well, at least I'm not them. But that kind of relief, it's shallow. It doesn't build confidence. In both cases, someone else is writing your story. But what if you took the pen back? What if the only person you compared yourself to was future you? It's a concept called future self-continuity. Research by psychologist Hal Hershfield at UCLA shows that people who feel connected to their future selves make better long-term decisions, save more money, choose healthier habits. When you emotionally picture your future self, your brain begins aligning with that vision. Athletes use this, therapists teach it, entrepreneurs rely on it. Your brain moves toward the images it believes in. Chase someone else's life? You're chasing shadows. Build your own. That's real. So here's how to start, in 3 steps. Step 1. Visualize. Close your eyes. Picture your best life. Where do you live? What do you do? Who's around you? The more vivid, the stronger the connection. This isn't daydreaming, it's brain training. Visualization activates neural pathways like real practice. Step 2. align. Ask, what would future me do today? That confident version of you, how do they speak, act, show up? Let that version guide your choices. Step 3. Act small. Stay consistent. You don't need a 10-year plan, you need a 10-minute habit. Psychologist Dr. Fogg showed that tiny habits are what actually stick. Small steps build identity. Identity shapes destiny. By acting like your future self, you become your future self. Here are some bonus tips to help you beat the comparison trap every day. Limit your phone and social media time. Set specific windows to check apps instead of endless scrolling. Use timers or do not disturb modes to reduce distractions. Curate your feed by unfollowing or muting accounts that trigger dissatisfaction. Follow content that uplifts and inspires you, like a self-improvement video. Spend more time offline, connecting face-to-face with friends and family. Real connections beat virtual comparisons every time. Try mindfulness or simple grounding exercises. Even 60 seconds focusing on your breath can calm the mind and anchor you in the present. It's not about emptying your head, just noticing thoughts without chasing them. And of course, keep practicing gratitude for what you have. You've heard this before, but it really helps rewire your brain to want what you have rather than have what you want. Remember, you're not behind, you're in progress. And progress starts with clarity, not comparison. In the next episode, we'll go deeper, from vision to version, becoming the future you, where we'll build on this technique and make it your own. Thanks for watching.